I'm doing fantastic, Andrew. I'm happy to be here. You know, last night was exciting. Today's going to be even better. It's just all up from here.
Hell yeah. Are you ready for the Hellos and Shellos Cup?
I am. Hellos and Shellos Cup, is that what we're calling it?
That's what I'm calling this, at least this first match.
Well, this first match, Andrew, if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me pull up my bumper really quickly. I just want to see, make sure I'm not
Yeah, that's me, the talent, baby.
You the talent. Oh, hello,
That's
Andrew.
me. This is a dangerous match. For anyone that doesn't know, this first match is one of our quick. Music is very loud, apparently.
Music is very loud. How interesting.
Video clip is very loud. What music is going?
There should be no music right now. Also, hot shit, that theme too. Are we supposed to have the hold screen yet? What is anybody talking about?
Do you have music playing under the bumpers?
Wait, I know what's going on. Yes, I do have music playing under the bumpers, and also I wonder if the OBS Ninja.
The Champs music. Riley always sets the Champs music too loud.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
That's a feature, not a bug.
Nobody told me it was very loud. Here, Tola, everyone lift your hands away from your ears for a moment. Everyone ready? Hold your hands away from your ears as I click this, so that way I can click this and see, can I move this down at all? Can I? There we go. How's that? Is that better? Is that a better sound level for all of you? Oh, I appreciate you all. I need you to know that.
That sounds much better. Now that my ears are safe, we've got our bracket today.
We do. It's beautiful. It's nicely lined up. I'm excited to see who we're facing and win. Now, Andrew, it's you versus Jay first. What I'm going to ask you, because again, you are my friend. I want you to know that. Do you want to give your promo first, or you want to hear what Jay has to say first?
You know, I'm going to want to hear what Jay has to say first, but I do want to tell the chat before we go to promos what is about to happen, because there's a good chance that promos last longer than this match. This is going to be a format that is called First Blood. Normally in a Pokemon match, you go until you knock out all of your opponent's Pokemon. This format is just the first knockout loses. So Jay and I are going to be fighting to knock out a single Pokemon. It is going to be tough. Yesterday, the matches went very quickly. Jay and I are both at the top of our game, so I think that we both have our strong instincts ready to go. So I'm very excited to see what happens here. Ty, you better get ready, because your match against Dargyle is going to be the same way.
Ty, my buddy, my friend, I'm holding my hands against your head. I'm so sorry for what is going to happen to you. I want to believe.
So we are about to begin with that. After that match, we're going to get into some of our regular matches, and I do want to tell all the competitors, Restless Paradise in the chat is correct. Remember that we can Dynamax in the other format.
Dynamaxing is allowed. It is a legal move, and we're all happy about it.
It is legal and, frankly, almost necessary. But Riley, I'm going to cut out myself as I go into the first match, because the first match is going to be me playing against Jay.
Well, first off, I want you to be able to hear. I want you to see here. If you turn on the audio for the stream, you're going to be able to hear it. This is what Jay has to say to you.
I'd love to hear
I'm Jay, and I'm recording this from my car. Why? Because I'm a busy guy. I've got places to go. However, even while being a busy guy, I always have the time to help out my friends. And that is why, even while being a busy guy, I have co-hosted on not one, but both of Andrew Sherman's podcasts when he has been unable to do so. I can co-host a podcast with one hand tied behind my back. I can drive this car with one hand tied behind my back. And this Saturday, I will do to Andrew Sherman's win streak exactly what I did to his seats on both of those podcasts, and take them with both hands tied behind my back. I will play the game with my nose. Thanks, everyone. Have a lovely game.
Bold words from Jay there, Andrew. Now, do you want to get the floor here, or do you want to let your video speak for itself?
I'll let my video speak for itself in just a second, but I do want to say, Jay, if you're out there listening, you better be playing with your nose. I will not accept defeat if you are playing with your fingers.
Well, let's see what past Andrew had to say about this. Ready?
Does this ever happen to you? You got home after a long day of work, and it's been tough. It's a rough day at the office. Deborah's been a real jerk, and your manager just hasn't been great lately. This is just a big project. Things are going along well, but not as well as they could be. You're just kind of managing, and it's going along fine. And you get home from work, and you just want to cook. So you go and you open up your pre-planned meal kit that you got from a delivery service that you're not going to name in this promo because they don't pay you. So why would you make content that says their name in it? And you look at the thing, and it's like a pretty easy recipe. It's just, you get tacos, you get stuff to go inside, you get sour cream that they want you to mix up with a little water to make it drizzleable. It's a pretty easy thing. You go, okay, it's time to prep this. So you get out an onion, and you get your knife, and you chop up the onion real nice, real small, something able to be cooked well. And you do the same thing for the green pepper that they sent. But then this recipe is kind of interesting. It's a little different. This recipe has a jalapeno in it. Never really cooked with jalapenos before, but like, hey, you like jalapenos, you get them on your nachos, they're pretty good. So you think, cool, let's do it. You take it and you cut it open, you kind of de-seed it. You want to core it so you get out all the like really hot stuff. You just kind of core it, you de-seed it, you're good to go. You start chopping it up, you dice it up real nice and real tiny. And you make sure to yourself, you make sure that you want to go ahead and you wash your hands after you're done, because that's important to do because of capsaicin. And then from there you go and you're starting to prep for dinner and cook and stuff like that. And eventually you go, boy, I kind of I could use the bathroom, It's been a long day. It's been a while since I've had a lot to drink, but never really emptied the tank. So I should go do that. You think, you know what? I should go ahead and make sure, let's play it safe. And you wash your hands again. That way you know that you're playing it safe. And then you go in the bathroom and you start doing your business. And then you realize that even though you washed your hands twice, your balls are burning because you got jalapeno balls. Has that ever happened to you? It's a tough feeling. It hurts a lot, but it doesn't hurt as much as Jay's going to after I'm done with him.
Is that's all you got?
I said it doesn't hurt.
Fuck. Well, there's Andrew. Andrew stepped away now. So I suppose I myself here in this chilly. Andrew, has that ever happened to you?
It might have once or twice.
Stop me if this has happened to you before. But Andrew, I'm gonna remove you from the premises here. and like forcibly kick you out. Yeah, we have burned their balls chance in the threat. And I guess I'm here alone. If any of my bad boys, my bad boy moonshot motherfuckers want to join me in the chat, I'm ready. But I'm gonna throw over to the match itself, and I'm gonna say ding, ding, and ding, and ring that fucking bell. And we have a Seismitoad versus the Venusaur to start out. So this, I want to say again, state again, Showdown is loud. Showdown's always loud. That's kind of how it lives. That's kind of its bread and butter. I got quieter somehow. Don't worry, I'm fixing it. Listen here, everybody. I'm doing a lot. I got my taco salad in front of me. We've got another, Venusaur v Venusaur here. Now, I know Seismitoad was weak, so that was a good move by Andrew getting him out of there. 99%, 100%. I'm excited to see what's happening. I'm excited to see who comes out on top. Now we have a substitute play there to help defend Venusaur. Another substitute, double substitute. These two are reading each other's minds. They're kind of playing to the best they can. You know what I mean? They're playing in the mirror. They're reflections of each other. Soar on Soar Violence. Sludge Bomb 1. Are we going to see a Sludge Bomb back? No, a Sleep Powder. I thought Andrew knew better than that. Andrew is always saying how grass Pokemon are immune to powder attacks, and I thought he knew that, and apparently the fuck not. We got another substitute out here. Sludge Bomb faded, growing up a little bit. Venusaur, it's got Black Sludge, so it's gaining health, so it's kind of supporting itself as the frogs fight. Venusaur's out. BHM is out there now. Sludge Bomb taking out 33% of the health, leaving it 67%. Ooh, we're in a challenge here in turn 6. You can't apply status through a substitute either way. Maximajillion is right in the chat. I presume I don't know enough to know better. Now again, Jay is kind of getting the dubs here, succeeding, has 100% health. Behem has 30% health. Is Andrew going to risk going for a Psychic to try to get a super effective against Venusaur? I don't know for certain. I don't know what's happening. I'm not good at Pokemon. That's why I'm the color commentator. Leech Seed has been triggered on Behem, but there we go. First blood. That is a super effective. Jay is out of the running. Andrew is victorious. Andrew, great job there.
How you feeling, Jay?
Oh.
Has that ever happened to you?
Has that ever happened to you?
You send in a substitute and then you expect your opponent to swap out, so you decide to sneak in a sleep powder. I just sent it a sleep powder because I thought that Jay might swap out. I thought that Jay might blink when we looked at each other. But no, Jay should wash your hands again. What can I say? That felt good. Has that ever happened to you? You lose a match of Pokemon? Because it happened to Jay.
It happened to Jay today, which means, Andrew, you are officially in the tournament. You're going on to the first round. Now, hold on, let me pull up the transition here. What is the first round? Do we know even, Andrew?
What do you mean? The next fight?
Yeah, what is the next? It's you again.
Oh boy, it's me again. I get to leave again.
You get to leave again. Andrew, tell me a little bit about your first fight here. What's happening as we go in past the first blood?
So, okay. Do you mean you want me to tell you about the last match, or tell me what's about to happen?
Tell me what's about to happen. We saw the match. I don't think about the past once it's done, Andrew.
Understandable. Right now I'm realizing I closed out a Showdown, and I kind of need that. So, give me just a second, because I gotta multitask here. But this next match is going to be a pretty standard match. Mm-hmm. We are going in. We are playing random doubles, just like we usually do. Mm-hmm. The way that is going to happen is that we are going to just play a Pokemon match with random things.
Play a goddamn random Pokemon match. And Andrew, I'm going to present right now to the chat. I don't have a bumper for this because I thought maybe I'd have a little bit of time. I should know better at this point. It's going to be you versus Mac, you versus Manic, a wonderful person who has presented their own promo here today in this Chili's. Let me see if this works. I'm going to click play right now. It brings up a picture of you, which it didn't need to, but that's
Hi,
funny.
It's Mac again. It seems like you really can't get enough of me. That's fine, because I love to show off. We'll get to the action soon enough. But before that, I just wanted to say...
I never want to do one of these tournaments without Manic here.
So we need to bring Manic on behind the scenes just to do all of our music for stuff.
Manic, can I hire you? Manic, please. Let me 1 second, because last time Manic is a nice human who was like, well, last time we're doing a charity stream. I don't want to advertise my shit, but tell you what, we're not doing a fucking charity stream right now, so I'm gonna advertise Manic shit for them. Right here in chat, you're gonna see the card.
My wife is rooting against me now.
Yep.
That beat was so sick, my wife doesn't like me anymore.
It's just so good. It can happen to you. Has this ever happened to you?
It has happened to me.
Now, Andrew,
that match was so easy. I'm ready to record a new intro. I'm back. I've got more energy than I did when I recorded the last one. I'm reinvigorated by the power of victory. I'm good to go. Jay's over there, icing his jalapeno balls. We are good to go. So it's time for me to tell you everything I can say about Mac. You ready? I don't know a lot about Mac.
This is a party. I'm fucking ready. This shit rules. Now, Oh, what? No, you. Tell me.
No,
more.
I was about to say, should I jump out the channel yet? I'm not sure how this works, but we're here for a doubles match. I'm gonna take out Mac now that I know a thing or two about them.
Yeah, and what I need for you to do, Andrew, is send me the fucking link to the video so I can get that up. I'm kicking you out. I'm getting our guy.
That sounds good. Now, I will say, I'll be perfectly honest. I thought I was fighting a different Mac when I looked at the
You
bracket.
thought you were fighting Standing Stones Mac. You didn't know you were
did.
fighting DJ Mac.
So the battles, honestly, the promo hits harder than I expected it to.
Now, I think what would have been even funnier is if you had gone first, and the next thing that the crowd heard was the sickest beats that we've ever had. I don't know a lot about Mac, and then just it's funk dancing for self defense. You just give him one of these, and then just, get out of here. I've got the match up.
All right, I'm leaving.
Argyle, are you here in the studio with me? Hello, homie. How are you doing? We're gonna see you later tonight. Is that right?
Yes, I will be participating later on, but for now, I'm here to fill in for Andrew as somebody who is sort of a Pokemon knower.
A Pokemon knower, Pokemon liker, Pokemon wanter, and that is the thing I respect about you, because I fear Pokemon, and I don't know a lot about it. And so, hopefully with you, I will be much less just like reading what is happening on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my first impulse here is, I'm not sure who has the advantage. I'm leaning Mac. Right? There's kind of some good hits that could happen on either side.
Manic
but,
is full of good hits. It's just good beats all the way down.
yeah.
I don't know if you've heard this.
Andrew does have two very tanky Pokemon out right now, so he might be, good to just leave these out and just go on the offensive.
Yeah, so
Depending on
I got Vileplume, got Claydol, Scizor, Toxapex. You'd rather fight a buff nerd, Andrew, or fight a jock who listens to jazz, Mac? That's it, Martin's asking a very important question out there.
I mean, given the Pokemon that Andrew has out right now, I think I'll take the jock who listens to jazz. Toxapex and Scizor are both fucking nightmares to battle against. Extremely high defensive ability, very high attack on Scizor's part. I mean, Toxapex is it's impossible to kill. It's a nightmare every time I have to battle it.
Is that why we think that Manic is, taking a pause here, really surveying the landscape, judging what they're going to do before this first fight?
Yeah, because it's like, well, Toxapex, could take a lot of damage from a psychic type attack from Claydol, though it could hit back with a Scald maybe, and Scizor as well could hit it with maybe U-turn or something, generate momentum, do damage. I'm thinking Claydol might be out first turn. Something might get knocked out first turn. Doubles, I haven't played much doubles, but from what I understand, it is a lot faster moving than Pokemon generally is.
Well, because you got two Pokemon out there. It's gonna be going twice as fast.
Yeah.
Andrew, Argyle,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a fucking expert out here. You know what I mean? But I know that. So I've just got word that Manic has decided it is Andrew who is thinking out here. Andrew with brain to the grindstone.
Yeah, because you can pick your move, and you just sit there with the cancel option in front of you until your opponent picks theirs. So it goes forward by consensus. So like,
Do you think that
if
Andrew
Mac has already picked the move and Andrew hasn't, it's just gonna sit there.
Do you think Andrew got off the call and went and had like a quick hyperventilation about the sick beats that happened?
Andrew's panicking, you think?
Andrew panicked,
doesn't know
exactly.
it's-
Oh,
Mhm.
there we go. A
Andrew
psychic
claims
on
to have
Toxapex.
not heard the ding ding.
I don't believe it for a second. Vileplume is at 30%, now back up to 50% with use of a berry and a sleep
dual
powder.
wing beat.
What is happening here? Andrew keeps using powders on grass-type Pokemon. It feels like cowardice. Feels like
Well,
misunderstanding.
that was Vileplume using sleep powder.
Oh, Vileplume's failed. I've been reading these backwards. I see.
I'm not exactly sure what Vileplume's defensive stats are like. I think Claydol might be pretty defensive though, and of course, yeah, here it is. Toxapex is getting ganged up on.
Yep.
It's very good in singles, but in doubles where you can just hit it with twice as many Pokemon in one turn, it's a bit harder to do that.
Vileplume is out. Toxapex is asleep, heavily damaged. Sizor, undamaged but paralyzed. Manectric is out on the field on the Claydol side, on Manic's side. Manic is down 1 Pokemon. Andrew's up 6. Let's see what happens as we enter into turn 3 here. I
think Toxapex is a definite is going to get sacked this turn, maybe, unless Andrew wants to swap it out to something else that could maybe take a hit.
But if you
maybe
swap
a ground type to absorb an electric attack from Manectric.
But if you swap it out, you are just going to bring in a sleeping Pokemon later when you need it. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
That's
but,
such a risk.
It might be worth it to save Toxapex, in this context. I don't know. That's really up to Andrew. Andrew knows all the cards that he has in his hand. I don't.
Well, see, Pokemon doesn't have cards; it has balls. It's more like a kind of Bakugan situation.
Andrew knows what's in all 6 of his balls, and I don't.
Andrew's balls covered in jalapeno, as we previously discussed. I love, like, there's something about the pondering that happens here when they're both frozen. There's part of me that's like, what would a term timer look like? But also, I want to see which one of these fuckers readied up and which one is thinking. And I've played enough games with Andrew to know that Andrew is currently pulling out the calculus board. Andrew's drawing little lines connecting bit to bit. You hear this? Squeak, 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 squeak.
I don't know if you've seen it, but there is a Pokemon Showdown calculator website you can use that will tell you exactly, like, you can input, the level, the stats of a Pokemon and kind of guess at what your opponent is doing, what you're working, what you're working with, of course, to kind of guess at like how much a move is going to do to them.
Now Zekrom is now out. Sizor has beefed
Zekrom.
it. Licky is out here. Andrew's got a very good team in front of him right here.
Yeah, Licky, extremely good defensive Pokemon. It has Wish. It's got good utility. It's got Heal Bell, things like that. So it might be able to heal some Pokemon if Andrew needs that to happen.
Carol, I know that Andrew knows about Dynamaxing. Whether or not Manic does is a fascinating question. I'm sure Manic does. I trust in Manic. Those sick beats would not lie to me. Everyone remember to Dynamax. They might be saving it.
There is Dynamaxing in this.
Xerneas!
Uh-oh. Xerneas is an extremely powerful Pokemon. Oh, Earth Power. Yeah, that's...
Immune. Oh, that's huge.
God. I don't know if that was a read on Mac's part, but if it was, very well played to send out the Fairy type.
Now, here's the question. Does Xerneas have that silly little ball that will make that charge move that it has go off like that? Do we think that's the case?
Shit. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Last night, I believe Xerneas was doing a move that boosted all of its stats by 2.5%. It was incredible, but it had a ball that let that go off in one hit.
Oh, yeah, it was.
But it got
a red herb or something.
Yeah, it got knocked off, and so it had to sit there for 3 turns suffering. I believe it was during Izzy's match last night.
Yeah, I can't say I'm as familiar with the legendary Pokemon. The league that I play in does not allow them.
Earth Power, Zekrom's out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Geomancy has
There's really
triggered.
nothing to be done there.
Yep, and there it is. Power Herb did work immediately, so it does have boost. But oh my god!
Licky.
A self-destruct! Incredible move from Andrew.
Probably taking the only move that he saw out to knock out a Geomancy Xerneas without taking too much damage in return. That could have been a sweep otherwise.
He knew his other Pokemon was already down, so he might as well beef it right there.
Exactly.
Nagandel and Toxapex are back out here. Toxapex is still asleep. Don't forget.
Yeah, Toxapex is still asleep. It does have Regenerator, so I mean, Andrew could even retract it and it'd come back with 100% health and maybe enough time to sleep off that status effect there.
But it's super effective. Psychic is super effective against it, am I right?
Yes, Psychic and Ground are super effective against it as a poison type. So Claydol kind of has an ideal matchup here. And Scald didn't seem to do much to it earlier, and the burn wouldn't affect Claydol as a special attacker. So keeping out Toxapex seems to mostly be for the purpose of just running down the sleep counter. Although, yeah, Manectric is also, of course, going to be able to hit it super effectively. So my guess is trying to gang up on Toxapex right now.
Chad is asking what I'm eating. Chad has asked what I'm eating for dinner. It's taco salad, and I have a Old Forester whiskey that I filled this fucker with. Dynamax, right there on the field.
Dynamax Naganadel. Very. Ooh.
Blocking the snarl. Special attacks are down across the board. Max Ooze hitting. Poison there. Boosting special attack back up to standard. Earth power surviving because of the boost.
Oh, going for Naganadel. Yeah, maybe knocking out the legendaries. But the other ones put to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You want to knock out the one that's still awake. And it is an Ultra Beast? I think
It is an Ultra
Naganadel's
Beast.
an Ultra Beast.
That is an Ultra Beast, I believe. It's a fucked up little guy.
Yeah, you don't want to let those things build up momentum. Their beast boost is insane, so if that thing got a kill, it would just start getting out of control.
It might legit. And right now, Andrew is down. Andrew has 3. Manic has 4.
Yeah, Manic has 4. 2 that we don't know of. Claydol is almost dead, but I'm not sure if Naganadel can, because Manectric can outspeed Naganadel, so.
I just saw, I have in another camera, Andrew's camera still there, turned off on the main screen, and Andrew just pushed his glasses up his nose reflectively. And he looks like a Neon Genesis villain here. And I'm scared.
Will Andrew get knocked out and this early in the tournament?
It's possible. Anything's possible. Any given Sunday. That's what they always fucking say.
Yeah, he was able to make it to the finals last time and only got knocked out because his fucking Arceus exploded.
Oh my god. Dynamax Manectric on the board.
Resist.
Oh, not very effective. Probably
Knocking
hoping
out the
that
also that Naganadel only takes 1 attack this turn.
probably
But
hoping that
Manectric can
Naganadel
probably kill it next turn.
probably hoping that Naganadel was a flying type with that lightning attack. Am I right?
Well, I mean, you can just see that it's Poison Dragon.
That's
right?
fair.
So,
That's fair. This is scary.
and that was a fire type attack. That was Max Flare.
You're
That
right.
was-
I apologize. This is my personal favorite bird. I just want to bring that out right here.
We love Halucha where I'm from. He fucking rules.
Everyone loves Halucha. Can I get you? Let's go Haluchas in the chat. I want to support Andrew. I want to support my co-host, but unfortunately, right there across from my co-host is motherfucking Halucha. What do you want me to do against that? There's
Who
just
doesn't
nothing.
love Halucha?
Who doesn't? He's a perfect boy.
But the only way that Andrew could win in my heart is if he also has a Halucha in that
That is
last
true.
ball that I can't
If
see.
Andrew has a Halucha in the last ball, I will blast 619. Let's fucking go. Let's see some Rey Mysterio shit. The custody of Toxapex. The custody
so
of
that's-
Moonshot match.
Oh, so that's interesting. I guess max moves, yeah, they increase the stats of both Pokemon on your side of the field. I didn't realize that.
Does it increase more by 1? No, that's because of the Beast Boost. Baneful Bunker protected itself. Max Lightning against... Oh! Protected Toxapex gets away with that. A great
Yeah,
fucking read.
Toxapex woke up. This is maybe turning around for Andrew. It depends.
It's very
Manectric
close.
still outspeeding Naganadel, so it could get knocked out this turn.
Andrew has to decide what to do. Do you save Naganadel with 11% health? Or do you start moving forward with Toxapex here? Like, I still feel like Andrew's on the back foot because Dynamax
Andrew
Manectric
is very
and 100%
much on the back foot.
Halucha.
Whatever whatever's in that ball, can it tank an attack from Manectric? A max Manectric? I don't know. Just sacking Naganadel here.
If Andrew had a ground type, he would have, or rock type, he would have already released it. It would have already been
Almost
out there on the
certainly,
field.
although Manectric is tending to go for other types of moves.
Mhm.
It does have plenty of other. It does have fire type coverage.
So do you try to make the read and put out a water type or something? Like, is there? Oh, Max Lightning against Toxapex, super effective. Toxapex is
Oof.
down. Electric Terrain is up.
Brave
Brave Bird
Bird.
against Naganadel. Oh my
that
god.
crit wasn't even necessary.
Oh
That's
my
just rubbing
God.
it in.
The
What
sunlight
is
is
Andrew having that last ball.
This
Can
is
it fight
it.
against 3 Pokemon?
Primarina. No, it
Primarina,
cannot.
No wonder he didn't send it out against Manectric. Oof. It's
Hey,
not looking good.
I don't
folks.
know what it can do with 60% health on Manectric. Like, it doesn't feel like
I
there's
love
anything on the
Primarina,
board.
but she's about to get bullied pretty bad here.
Primadetta. I wonder. Could Primarina have a rock move?
I mean, I don't fucking know. Anything can happen in random.
Gallade is out. There we go. This is it. Brave Bird, Hyper Voice, not enough.
Surprised Mac even went for the switch.
Wanted to
Could have
show
gone for
off.
Max Lightning and killed it instantly.
Outstanding fight. Manic
Very
moves
good.
on to the second round.
Sorry to-
Andrew
sorry to
is
see
out.
Andrew knocked out so quickly like that. but
Oh, absolutely.
good job,
brutal.
Mac.
Good job, Mac. Let me bring Andrew online really quickly. Andrew, I'm cutting to you right now. How are you
Hello,
feeling?
my
Thank you
back.
for having me.
Thank you, Argyle, for joining. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you
No-
for taking
no
my
worries.
place. I do want to give a little insight for Manic's last decision there. They were politely swapping into Gallade. To show off what was in the back. In Magic terminology, it's like showing your hand to your opponent and saying, "I still had all these burn spells, so you were dead 6 times over." It's the classics still had all these.
Mm-hmm. Bird Lord, thank you. I also like my bird shirt. I got it for my birthday. Great thinking. Andrew, I'm sorry that happened. That's fucking rough. That's brutal.
It was a good match. It was tough.
It was intense. It was a great match to watch, but I think we're all better for it. Let me bring us back over to our beautiful transition. It's gonna cut back here. Don't worry about it. Bop. Now here is our.
It was choiced. Okay. Also, Manic, great game there. I never actually said that out loud, but good game.
And next up, I believe our next matchup is it Max and Fleur? Is that what we're doing next?
Yeah, right now it looks like Fleur is up against the Max Newland.
Absolutely, absolutely. And here we are. There they are. Did I get a promo? I don't think I got a promo from Fleur. I don't think I got a promo from Max. This might just be a classic fucking let's do it, let's party, let's go.
This battle's gonna speak for itself.
Exactly.
And, I will say, interesting thing about the way that this has started out, it looks like both players have a Tapu Fini. But that's not true. It looks like Fleur has a Ditto on their team, which has an ability that makes it swap into the Pokemon the turn it comes out. So
Oh,
we've got a Ditto live and ready to go.
is that true? Let me bring it up on the fucking screen quickly.
I'm sorry, I thought we were already pulled up here.
No. I was pausing for a moment. And let me get you on screen as well. I still had the fucking whatever the fuck on screen. All right. Ding, ding, ding in the chat. Yeah, a Ditto. Fascinating. So, is a Ditto good? Is a Ditto
Ditto's
fine?
great.
Like, tell me about Ditto outside is that a shiny Metagross too? Hold on.
You know, I think it is.
That is a shiny Metagross.
Wow. This turn, Max starts off swapping in Zapdos, which takes a hit from Nature's Madness off of that Ditto. Meteor Mash fails to hit, and Blossom says, "You know what? I'm not worried about anything on the field. I'm using Quiver Dance. Up special attack, up special defense, up speed. This Blossom is very scary right now." You do wonder, now that Blossom is set up, is Blossom going to Dynamax and really take advantage of those doubled HP size? Or is it going to play the field and save that Dynamax for something later in the game?
Ditto? I'm fascinated by Ditto because I truly don't know enough about Guzzlord out. Max is just rotating the fucking
Guzzlord's
party.
out.
Oh, big hit on Dit.
Ditto hit with Nature's Madness, hit Zapdos for a bunch. We got Volt Switch, swapping it in. There's that Metagross again, coming in and resisting that Energy Ball. Very well played by Max.
Is Max a Pokemon person? Or is Max
You know-
out here like just closing their eyes, Ultra Instinct, letting it letting the power of Pokemon take them?
Max is very new to the network, so I don't know them super well, but one thing I will call on them for is a lot of enthusiasm. So I know whatever they're going into here, they're going to give it their all. Just like Guzzlord gave a Sludge Bomb to take out that Pokemon, First Blood has gone to Max on this match.
Damn. And we're not in a
Meanwhile-
First Blood match, gamers. Don't you worry.
Now, Fleur tried to use Strength Sap on Metagross to lower its attack and get a little bit of get a little HP back. Metagross has clear body. Its stats can't be affected, so it's able to get in with an Ice Punch. Fluor's a little bit on the back foot here as they send in a Marshadow. We got a cute little ghost on the field. It's a ghost, but it packs a punch. It's a fighting type.
Now, Marshadow, that's Ty's dog, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right.
That's an inside joke. Blossom still lives out there.
Wow. So Guzzlord protected itself from Marshadow's close combat, which would have been super effective since it's a dark type. But Blossom used Sleep Powder on Metagross, which surrounds itself with a protective mist. I'm not sure what that means or what triggered that. And meanwhile, Metagross just got in with an Ice Punch, hit Blossom for a lot.
Guzzlord's out, and
Guzzlord is down to Marshadow.
We have a request.
Metagross takes an Energy Ball.
We have a request. Can you give me your best Guzzlord impression? I can't remember what he sounds like. I know he has a knowable voice, and I think it's Guzzlord sounds right.
I think... I'm trying to think. It looks like... So,
Blossom's down.
down.
Guzzlord's down.
Blossom is down. It is 4-5 right now as Max sends out Tapu Fini and Fleur sends out a Thunderous. Meanwhile, if you want to hear a good Guzzlord impression, I'm pretty sure it's...
Discord ate that, but we saw it.
That's my Guzzlord. Now, Marshadow and Thunderous are two pretty strong Pokemon, but they are here. Marshadow's defense and special defense are lowered. It's going to take a strong hit, whatever you hit it with.
Are we at an all legendary or pseudo legendary board right now?
We are at all mythical and one pseudo legendary. It's not often. This is like what happens when a 6-foot person goes to a 6'2" convention. They're not used to being the shortest person in the room, but Metagross is.
Oh, it's not the shortest person in the room anymore, Andrew. It's the big, strong man.
Wow! What a powerful turn of nothing. Marshadow swapped out for Charizard. Tapu Fini protected itself from a Thunderbolt, and Metagross can't hit Charizard with a Max Quake. Nothing happened that turn.
Big
as Charizard gets big. We get a Thunderbolt coming into Tapu Fini, eats a little berry, and Metagross goes down to a Max Flare from the Charizard.
Holy shit.
You would think that Max would get a benefit from the fact that all of Dynamax Pokemon's moves are named after him, but that's not the case here. Oh, we get one of my favorite little guys, Quillfish, on the field. Coming out, sending up Intimidate. It is hard to see this field. Riley, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you click the button that... Well, you know what? No, I don't want to confuse people. I was going to say, can we switch sides so that Charizard doesn't block off 3/4 of the screen?
Let me see
with
here.
its powerful wings.
Pop.
But I don't want to confuse people. Let's keep it where it is.
Okay, switching sides back. Largizard. You know, Lizard was always the rumor when in my elementary school. People were telling about how you can get Lizard a 4-armed black Charizard.
Really? I never heard of that one.
Yep. It was its 4th evolution, and it was kind of like a Digivolve fusion situation.
With Machamp, I assume?
Yep. And now, when I found out that the shiny for Charizard was black, I was like, I see what happened here. I see how that story moved through the elementary school. Oh, now we have
We're
a
at
pause.
bit of a standstill
Everyone
right now.
takes a second to take stock of their surroundings. The sun is out, misty terrain, visibility low, sun bright. Protect up on that Quillfish.
The double protect.
Ooh.
Max is out here just trying to stall out a couple turns of Dynamax.
That's what you gotta
Luna's
do.
using that, getting a little speed boost on their friends. Unfortunately, this Charizard does get a boost from being in Sun due to its ability Solar Power. So it's going to take a little damage whenever it attacks because of it, but in return, it gets a lot of power. Now, Quillfish and Tapu Fini both being water types is really nice against Charizard. Not great against a Thunderous. As an electric flying type, it kind of tries to eat them. God, it's rough.
I am fascinated to see what happens. Is Max gonna go for another double protect? Is the kind of thing I'm impressed to see. I'm ready to see.
Seeing Max in the chat say, think it might be over for me. I don't know, Max. It's not over till it's over.
It is a tie ball game right now, Max. Get out of the chat. Get into the party zone.
Out of your head and onto the field.
Exactly.
It's time to play.
Head in the game. Head in the game.
Now, this Charizard... Okay, so Charizard
Ooh,
has...
Quillfish down. Ooh,
And
Tapu
Fini
Fini down.
Now, luckily for Max, the Dynamax has ended.
Mm-hmm.
And while Charizard is faster now, it does have lower accuracy, so there's a chance it could miss with moves.
All right.
Now, Max does have Zacian,
Something could
probably
happen
one of the
here.
strongest Pokemon in the game, if not the strongest.
Could we see a Thunderbolt from Zapdos onto Charizard and then Zacian take out Thundurus? Is that a possibility we have on the board right now?
You know, we could possibly... I think this Charizard is probably going to outspeed that Zapdos because it has that boost.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a boost to its speed from that Max Airstream, so who could say...
0.75% accuracy. There's a chance it misses, which would be huge. That would be monumental for Max Newland. Protect is up on Charizard.
Zacian takes a hit from a Thunderbolt before getting hit with a Behemoth Blade, and a Thunderbolt into the Charizard slot. Charizard's losing HP, but the Sun is still up, meaning it will do more damage in the future.
Sun's up, Misty Terrain is down. Zacian is only level 65. That's how strong it is.
That's true. Yeah, it's so strong that it is a good 15 levels under the other side of the field in order to keep things balanced.
And it has
Thunderbolt into
fully
Zacian's going to take
beefed
it down, and that Overheat takes out the Zapdos.
There it is.
A tough match, and Max goes down.
Max, fantastic match. Fleur, fantastic match. You have made it to the second round of the Pokemon Showdown. Incredible work from both performers, from both trainers today. Andrew, what did you think about that match?
God, it's tough to come back from being in that position where your opponent's got a Dynamax that's just, when they knock out your Dynamax with the same turn that you Dynamaxed, it's a heartbreaker because you're going to say, oh no, I lost 2 turns of Dynamax and I have to sit through theirs. It's hard to come back from, but a good match on both sides, very well fought.
It's absolutely heartbreaking, but Andrew, we are moving on now to what happens next, because after heartbreak comes beauty, and unfortunately, this is not the match that it is. I forgot to turn off this fucking layer when I left, so everyone prepare for Loud Champs one more fucking time. Did I? I didn't export this file, so I'm just gonna tell you. Pretend that said Ty and Argyle are next up on this fucking match. Now,
Argyle. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Argyle's our previous host over here. Argyle sat down and partied with me, and that was wonderful. While you got your ass beat by Jay, or Jay beat your ass, I can't remember.
I beat Jay.
Manic killed you. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, neither of those sound right.
I have bragging rights over Jay. Don't you worry.
All right. Well, I am proud of you, and I'm happy for you. Now, we do have here. I have a promo from Argyle. If you would like to hear it.
I would love to hear it. Let me hear it.
All right. And Argyle writes.
Hi, it's Argyle
I don't know
from
why it's you on
Podcast.
stream.
You may remember me from the previous Pokemon tournament. Well, I'm not only back for this one, but in a cruel twist of fate, I've been matched up against the same opponent I faced in round 1 last time. And to you, Ty, I just got one question. Are you sure you want to do this? Need I remind you that our last outing was described by some as a brutal battle?
This has been a brutal battle.
Or even a sweep?
Are we getting a sweep?
Or do I need to remind you that the only person to defeat me went on to become the champion? Do you really think you have what it takes to measure up to her? We already saw what's going to happen the first go round.
Just watching the stomp happen, it can't feel good. It can't feel positive.
It sure doesn't.
So why should we waste everybody's time by doing it all over again? If you're really so insistent on fighting fate, though,
Ty's got an uphill fight ahead of him.
fine. May the best trainer win.
No, that man is gonna die. I'm gonna watch my friend die.
Wow. We got a step in it, didn't we, Andrew?
Ty, my good friend, I'm so sorry. I did not expect my commentary from the last match to be used against you like this. I apologize.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Well, I'm scared for Ty still, unfortunately. I gotta find the link to the fucking match. I know Argyle posted it somewhere above. Oh my god. Andrew, I know Ty's not here to say anything for himself. Do you want to say anything for Ty? Any kind of brief? Any kind of belief? Any kind of hope?
I believe in Ty. Ty's a fighter. That's the one thing that I know about Ty. If there's any... I know a lot about Ty. If there's any one thing I know for sure, it's that Ty will fight you. Ty doesn't back down, and Ty's here to fight. So I think they can take it out.
Yep.
I think, bolstered by losing the first match, they've got a good Pokemon on the field to start this off. I think Ty's got it in him.
Yep. Ty is gonna tie it up. He gets knocked down, but he gets up again. Ain't nothing gonna keep Ty down. Ding, ding, ding.
Well, not gonna tie it down, or not gonna tie. They're gonna win.
This is first blood too, isn't it?
That's right. This is first blood. So first Pokemon to get knocked out loses.
Ty might have a good chance here. Okay. Oh, shift gear for Genesect. Oblivion.
Powering up.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
God.
Argyle is trying to set up and get better, and Veltal did not quite do the damage that I think Ty wanted him to do there.
Oh, does Yveltal know fly? Could Yveltal fly up, dodge whoever a big Oblivion hit is coming? Big hit from Genesect. Because I've used the Genesect in our fucking Nuzlocke run, or our Soul Link Nuzlocke.
You sure did.
Oh, Yveltal lives.
Genesect used U-turn. Okay, it's gonna swap out. So whatever Argyle has in the back, they can pick what Veltal's gonna attack with. But it's kind of up to them to see what do they think Veltal's gonna use. Do they think you're gonna go for another Oblivion Wing, which I believe is a dark move, despite the fact that Wing is in the name? I might be getting Veltal's moves mixed up.
Oblivion's the dark one, you know?
Nope, Oblivion Wing is flying. It's probably makes sense that it's got Wing in its name.
But it has Oblivion in the name.
Well, you know what? Who could say? It is a flying type move, though. I googled it. So, do you think Argyle's swapping here to something that would defend against the move that Argyle saw? Or do you think that they're going to swap into something that they think can take just kind of a general hit, regardless of what's going to happen?
I think Argyle's smart. I think Argyle's swapping into something that can tough out most of the shit. Auroras is out here. Roost from Ty. Big move. Good thing to do on that switch out. Because now you got strength.
Yeah, the move that a Pokemon swaps out is a good turn to Roost. Veltal's back at 100, but it is weak to both rock and ice, two types which Auroras is good at. And in Hail, if it has Blizzard, it will always hit.
Ty, I don't know if you can hear me. Get out of there. Heatran is here.
Drops into Heatran.
Good move, Ty.
That Blizzard.
Yes.
And then heals off the chip from the Hail with its leftovers.
Oh, okay.
What a play!
If you're Argyle
Great
here,
play for Ty.
If you're Argyle here, you swap out from Auroras, obviously, because Heatran's gonna hit. But if you're Ty, do you swing with a fire move, or do you try to predict what Auroras is switching into? Do you try to go like, all right, obviously they're gonna go for something good against fire and fucking rock?
You know, there's a part of me that says you just hit whatever your strongest move is, because you can't choose what you're going to swap into, you know? You have no control.
Dracovish.
Argyle swaps into Dracovish. Dracovish is a terrifying Pokemon. It presumably has, with its... it has the ability Strong Jaw, which pumps up its bite moves, and knowing Dracovish, it probably has the move Vicious Rend, which is a move that, if it goes first, deals extra damage.
Holy shit.
Dracovish is a
fast.
powerful Pokemon and was one of the...
Oh, no!
Was one of the boogeymen in the biggest format it was in, and that Vicious Rend comes in, deals 90%
Jesus.
of Heatran's health.
Heartbreaking. It
And
didn't
with
even go
that,
first. It didn't
Argyle
even go
wins
first.
after a great first blood match.
Damn. That was amazing. That was incredible. Great moves from Ty. Ty really put up a fight here and showed that
Absolutely.
he sat his ass down and learned. He listened. He prepared for that next round. But now I hear that's Argyle in the chat. we have some cheers. And next up, I believe, is Constellation in the house. Do I have Constellation for L versus Argyle? All right.
Now, I will say I've pulled up a later match, and this opening is quite a story that I'm very excited to see the battle.
Now that's gonna come later, because first
It will
off,
come later, but it is. I'm just setting the scene for later. We are, and for the chat, we are going back to our original programming. This is back to doubles matches, sword and shield, randoms. You are allowed to Dynamax.
Yep, Dynamax is allowed. Sword and Shield randoms, doubles, and we have a promo here from. Oh, wait a second, this isn't from L. What's happening here? What?
Huh?
Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me fix this really quickly. I've learned from last night. I am just rotating this 90 degrees. I'm rotating this 180 degrees, and then I'm hitting Control D to bring it to center. There it is, everybody. I've learned how to work with vertical promos. Nobody do this to me
How
ever
many
again.
videos can you rotate in your mind at one time?
Oh, I think maybe one if I'm lucky.
Okay.
Anyway, has this ever happened to you?
L is not only generous, but he's a contender. Now, a lot of people are going to say, L doesn't have the experience. He's only played one Pokemon game, and he didn't even finish it. And what I say is, experience means nothing when you've got the hunger. And L's got that hunger. You think this bye in the first round is coincidence? No, that's by design. The commission is afraid of what L can do. They saw what Z did in that last tournament. The fire that L had in their belly. And they're afraid. So L hangs like a sword of Damocles over everybody else in their block. Swinging. And that rope's getting frayed.
Big words from what was previously Danielle's manager and I think is now L's manager. So am I, and we have the fight here on the screen. We have the battle ready in front of us. I am cutting to them right now, and I am saying the three fateful words, ding, ding, and ding, to bring them on screen. Let's go. We're in a doubles match, baby. You are muted, that's right, because I mute so that way people can hear the Titantrons, Andrew. And
Great.
so now
Am
you're
I alive again?
You're alive again, and also
Wonderful.
repeat what you said.
Now, this is a good match ready to go. We've got, now, this Silvally in the front, it looks like a normal type. It's actually a water type.
Wait, what? Oh, because it's
We've
got
got-
the blue.
We've got Water Silvally next to Venusaur, facing down Melmetal and Corviknight. These are a group of Pokemon. You know, Corviknight is a flying type, can do some damage to Venusaur, but otherwise, these types are kind of neutral against each other. Not a lot of strong typing back and forth here.
Is that ice or water, Silvally? Can you see exactly that it's water?
It is water.
All right. Now, this is our second Melmetal, our second Corviknight, and our third Venusaur in this matchup so far.
Look, our trainers have come prepared. Our trainers really, picked the Pokemon randomly that they had no idea about. So, strong choices.
Everyone believes, everyone has thoughts, and everyone's considering now what the fuck happens from here. Corviknight is a menace, and I love it. People love Corviknight. Having missed that, Raven died last night, I believe.
Now, Corviknight is
Dynamax
a tough Pokemon to
Silvally, that's allyship.
face. Wow.
Pride Month is still alive.
Sylvali hitting with a max lightning, setting the electric terrain, dealing a little over half damage to the Corviknight.
No damage to Sylvali there, just a little kiss.
Just a smooch with that body press. Corviknight using Iron Head into Venusaur. That's dealing a bit of damage, but not as much as you'd want to. Now, one thing, Corviknight and Melmetal are both steel types, meaning that the Venusaur's poison here isn't going to help anyone at all.
A large
Firing
Corviknight.
off the immediate Dynamax on that Corviknight into a max airstream to just snipe that Venusaur after Venusaur misses a sleep powder on the Giratina swap in.
We haven't seen a sleep powder hit tonight. I want to point though, we have seen one. I'm sorry, I lied. We saw
Yeah,
one
I did have a
sleep powder
Pokemon
connect.
put to sleep against sleep powder, and it did ruin my match. Thank you, Riley.
Yes,
But
sorry.
it does have a 75% accuracy.
Now, I'm interested here to see what Argyle does next. Argyle has what, one more turn for Dynamax Sylvali?
That sounds right. Yes.
And we have Corviknight, super big, but with 30% health on the field. Giratina, 1.5% speed right now, and Frostlass now on the board.
Frostlass. That's going to deal a good chunk of damage, I think, to both of these Pokemon. I'm not sure if Steel interacts with it resists Ice, making Corviknight neutral to it, or if this Ice can come down and just really deal damage to both of these Pokemon. But
We have Electric
a powerful
Terrain.
Pokemon, if Frostlass could set up Snow, their Snow Cloak ability is gross. The ability to raise evasion in hailstorms.
Now we have Electric Terrain and Rain happening right now, which is, if I know correctly, does that mean a super powerful Thunder will always hit?
Thunder will always hit, and I do think that Electric Terrain boosts that move. I can never quite remember what terrains do exactly. Dragon Pulse into Sylvali, not doing a lot of damage, and a Shadow Ball off Frostlass, dealing a chunk to Giratina.
Oh, Frostlass lives.
Steel Spike is super effective, but doesn't quite take out the Frostlass, who does go down to this Max Lightning.
Defenses was boosted for Giratina, though. That is big.
Yeah, up to defense, up to speed for Giratina. And an Articuno comes in.
Woo!
Wow.
Tons of
Now,
legendaries
we've
here
got-
for these matches.
I will say, Argyle does have the quicker Pokemon on the field. I'm not really sure how he can recover here.
I am.
But a powerful Giratina and a strong Articuno, like, do you really need to recover? Like, it's it's just strong, you know? One way to recover is just beating your opponent with powerful Pokemon.
Simply winning, simply taking the dub.
Yeah, we know that they've got a Melmetal in the back, so 3 very strong Pokemon that we've seen, and next to the knocked out Corviknight, that's a powerful team.
And frankly, it's a tie ball game right now. It could be anyone's game.
It really could be.
Got some pondering, got some thinking.
Now, I will say I've been very impressed by this Sylvali today.
Yeah, Sylvali has put in work. Frostlass is out of the picture. Articuno still in. Critical hit Thunderbolt, making it survive still. Hurricane triggering on Sylvali. The rain is still going. And we are
Surprised that Articuno was able to survive a critical hit Thunderbolt.
within Electric Terrain. Listen, sometimes it just happens, Sometimes you just get lucky.
Yeah, I'm seeing in the chat, Terrain does boost power by 1.3, so it deals 30% more damage than you expect it to. We're getting in the chat, I forgot it wasn't First Blood anymore. Yeah, First Blood really makes you look at any Pokemon knockout and go,
Yeah, you feel the Star Trek like, ah,
oh no, my ball game.
yes, the jalapenos.
Ooh, Argyle sending out a powerful Rock Dragon type Tyrantrum.
This is kind of a dunk on Ty, who they just beat. Tyrantrum is, I think, one of Ty's favorite Pokemon, if I remember correctly, or it might just be one I associate with Ty in my brain because it says Ty in the name, and it's a big angry man. Tyrantrum's one of my favorite fucking Pokemon.
Tyrantrum rules.
Now, Dragon Pulse.
Dragon
ooh.
Pulse into Tyrantrum. dealing a lot of
surviving.
damage. Hurricane into Silvally, who survives, and Tyrantrum gets off a Dragon Dance, boosting its speed, which will I'm not sure who's going to be faster, it or Giratina next turn, but Argyle's Pokemon have both survived.
What's gonna happen here? Like, and who do you swing at? Do you swing at that Silvally and finally get it off the fucking board? Or do you swing for the Tyrantrum? Do you tag out Articuno in hopes of saving it? Like, what do you do here?
You know, with the boosts that Tyrantrum just got from the attack and speed from the Dragon Dance, I think that Tyrantrum is like, I think for L, Tyrantrum is enemy number one. You've got to get that off the field.
You have to move
Meanwhile, I think Argyle, same way, has to be scared of this Giratina. We got 2 dragons on the field, and I think they've both got to go down.
Oh boy, everyone's thinking.
It's fascinating because both of them, they have a Pokemon next to them that are much weaker, and it's just like, please, you can hit me, you can knock me out at any time. But you really have to sit and wonder, is that the best?
Oh, double switch out. There we go.
And a Dragon Pulse takes out the Tyrantrum.
Good move, Constellation.
Giratina slightly faster.
Whew. Oh, that's a good switch out. Both of them wanting to save their Pokemon for the future. Gardevoir is out. Trace and Static is on the board over there. We're on turn 7 right now. Argyle has all 3 Pokemon revealed. L still has 5 motherfuckers in the back. Who is that flat man? It's Flat Fuck Friday. It's Flat Fuck Saturday.
That is everyone's favorite Pokemon, Stunfisk.
Everyone's favorite?
I believe Stunfisk is like the mascot of the professional Pokemon community, or like competitive Pokemon, at least on Reddit. I think that our Stunfisk is like a competitive building subreddit.
Why?
Because it's so powerful, Riley, I think.
It sucks. Look at that little idiot.
Shadow Ball into Gardevoir, dropping the special defense. Gardevoir says, never mind, I'm raising my stuff. And Stunfisk gets a Thunderbolt.
Ooh.
This match is now down to Silvally and Gardevoir against 5 Pokemon on L's side of the field.
Is Argyle gonna get knocked out? I felt like Argyle was one of the front runners because Argyle's good at this fucking game. But it seems like Constellation might just be better.
Look, being good at this game, it's not always what matters. Otherwise, I would have won my match, you know? Truly anyone's game here at the Moonshot Pokemon Showdown. Gardevoir hit with another Shadow Ball, eating a Citrus Berry, recovering some health. Silvally gets a multi-attack off, almost takes out the Stunfisk, and goes down to a Thunderbolt as Gardevoir hits Giratina with a powerful Psy-Shock, but it's not going to be enough.
It's
it is
game
now
over.
2v1.
This is it.
And 5v1 overall. I don't think Argyle has it in him.
Dead Guile walking. Constellation, you look up in the stars, you know what you see. You see constellations, you see things in the sky, you see these beautiful figures dancing above us. And Gardevoir right now just protecting, trying to stay alive here on turn 10, but 10 is going to be what drives them into the fucking dirt. There will be 10 stakes in their coffin.
One more turn.
Ceramic Costumes in chat, here's how Argyle can still win.
You know, man, if it weren't for the fact, if Giratina didn't have this speed boost that it got on the first or second turn of the game, Gardevoir would outspeed both and could probably take them both out if it has a move like the fairy move that hits both Pokemon. But with that speed boost, Giratina has run rampant over this fight. What a powerful game.
Constellation moving forward. Incredible fucking match. Incredible work there. Well done, Constellation. Well done, Argyle. Putting up an amazing fight. Oh my god.
Incredible game for both competitors.
And this brings us to our final match of the night, if I am not mistaken, right?
We really already to the final match.
It moves so fast. It's one of these things that I'm like, you know, we could just kind of power through all of these in one night, I think, at the rate we go.
I think we might want to look at the schedule for next time, but it has been an incredible match so far. We're ready for Wheels and Jory, and am I right in assuming that they both provided a
They did
promo for us?
They did both provide a promo for us. And so first off, let me present you with Jory's here. Let me crack this bad boy open. Let me open it up here. Bada bing, bada boom, and click.
Hey there.
Nope. Again, it is rotated every time. Every one of you that sends me a vertical promo next time, I'm banning you. I'm banning you.
If you send in a vertical promo, you start with 5 Pokemon. That's the
That's
new rules.
the new
forward.
fucking rule. That's how this is gonna work. You fuckers hear me? Anyway, let's hit some fucking play on this.
Hey there. Just watched some movies, and then I remembered I got a Pokemon match in sometime against Wheels Wheeler, someone who is on a Pokemon podcast, and also it's doubles, and they've got doubles of a name, but I've got the Heart of the Cards. I don't know. I'm gonna make everyone look at my dog for. Hey Rain, am I gonna win the Pokemons? Rain, I know how to get your attention. Yeah. Everyone look at my dog. I'm making you look at my dog on screen. Please look at my dog.
What a compelling promo.
Alright, that's enough.
Now, next up, I do have one from Wheels as well. And let me just, she brought a little bit of an interesting take to this. And I just need to climb in here really quickly and just click I don't even know if anyone can hear that. One second as I figure this out. Control audio via OBS. There it goes.
Decaf tea and hot chocolate. Those are the hot drinks that you serve, so get set. Hot cups come in 2 sizes.
Make sure to say I didn't have to play all of this, but I have to let it go through a minute.
Coffee's holding time is 30 minutes, that's so long. It can stay there before it starts to taste too strong. Hot, careful when you pour it. Hold it steady upon the counter, let it sit. Pour it in until the coffee reaches the line. Pop a top on it, gets a lid every time. Wendy's coffee tastes so fine. Hot drinks really get you going. Warms you up when you feel you're slowing.
We're done. Andrew, both of these fucking traitors have presented us with compelling cases on why they should be the ones to win. And now Wheels is a... You're still muted. How the fuck every time... Andrew, can you speak?
Yeah, I was just saying, what a wonderful start we're seeing here between Dunsparce on Jory's side of the field. I have no idea what a Dunsparce can do in competitive Pokemon, so I'm curious to see what kind of a moveset it's got here. Versus a Kangaskhan and a Dracozolt.
I know Wheels is a professional gamer, and she would hate to hear that. But I also know that Jory is a professional gamer, and they would love to hear that.
Uxie starts off with a Stealth Rock, Kangaskhan hitting into a Double Edge, and a Bolt Beak into Dunsparce. I never got to see what it could do.
And you never will!
Damn girl, what that Dunsparce do?
And you never will.
I'm so sad to see that Dunsparce go down immediately.
Dunsparce. More like Dunsparce. Thank you, Caro.
Now, I will see, one of the reasons that people play Dracozolt is it has the ability Hustle, which on its own is scary because it makes yourself less accurate in order to get more damage on the field. Normally, terrible ability. You don't want to miss attacks. But the way that it works in competitive is if you can send in a Hustle Pokemon and Dynamax them, they're guaranteed to hit their moves for 3 turns of a lot of strong damage. So let's see, A, if it is set up for Hustle, and B, if Wheels knows to take advantage of that fact.
I wonder if I can click in and view.
Meanwhile, Noivern, a very strong dragon, very fast, and hits like a freight train with a special attack.
Okay, so it looks like we have a Dynamaxed Dracozolt on the field.
Into a Draca Meteor from Noivern. And a Psychic doesn't take down the Dracavolt, and Double Edge doesn't quite get the Uxie done.
Does Dracavolt
still... and Max Lightning comes in, almost takes out the Noivern, but not quite.
Holy shit, and it goes so slow. Dracozolt is so slow.
Very slow. What a turn. This is a turn of 3 almost kills. This really felt like it was a roll of the dice for 3 different attacks to see how well it could do there. Very powerful.
Look at that large man halfway out of his mascot costume. Hashtag does this ever happen to you?
Very excited that has this ever happened to you has become a repeated meme in the chat.
I'm gonna message Carol immediately to get a "Does this ever happen to you? Has this ever happened to you? Or does this ever happen to you?" emoji for the Moonshot Discord.
Still flamethrower, not very effective on that Dracozolt.
Paralysis.
Max Lightning takes out the Uxie, and a Rock Slide takes out the Noivern. Wow. You know, it feels like it feels like Noivern could have used a different move to take out that Dracozolt that turn. That's gotta hurt.
Oh, and we have a Formosa and a Darmanitan.
Darmanitan and a Pheromosa.
I do hate Darmanitan as a Pokemon.
I love Darmanitan.
And this is what the conversation we had on Champs, I think, hopefully, when I killed it. But I think it has survived both rounds somehow, despite my best attempts.
Now, Darmanitan is a very fun friend. Right now, this Kangaskhan is paralyzed. Feels like it might be in danger. Pheromosa and Darmanitan have good fighting abilities.
Super in danger.
Defenses are going down, but its speed is boosted thanks to its Beast Boost.
Okay.
Does Beast Boost trigger if that Pokemon doesn't get the KO? It doesn't look like it.
So we have a 3-4 matchup here. Mandibuzz and Pheromosa out on the field. Wheels is deciding what they do next.
Jory used the U-turn to take out the Kangaskhan, swapped into a Mandibuzz. That keeps them open for the future to see what Wheels wants to throw out.
Oh, I didn't notice that they got in fucking spiky rocks over there too. They have a hazard on the field.
They got Stealth Rocks in, I think, turn 1. That Uxie dropped them. Now, this Mudsdale could be scary for Jory. It probably knows a rock move, which is going to be strong to Pheromosa and Mandibuzz. And having a strong ground-type Pokemon is going to do real good against the Starmanitan. Also, Drampaw's just scary.
Drampaw's great. Drampaw's a nasty little guy. Drampa was on our Sickos episode of Champs.
It is a normal dragon, which means that Pheromosa's fighting moves are going to deal some extra damage to it. But I'm curious to see how Jory can get through this horse. This horse is very tough, has strong defenses, and all of Jory's Pokemon are weak to what it can do, and they're weak to what it can do, and they're all physical attackers, which is something that Mudsdale loves to go up against.
Oh boy. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of pondering, a lot of ponderous moves.
I think this one is going to be... This might be the scariest turn. Pheromosa protecting.
Foul play on the board.
To protect from a Heat Wave and a Rock Tomb. A speed drop on the Mandibuzz, but Pheromosa is going to go first next turn. That Mudsdale did increase its defense, but is it enough to get over Pheromosa's fighting type moves?
I'm scared. I'm scared, Andrew. I'm scared, Andrew. Everyone is redeeming their highlighted messages in the chat. God.
They sure are.
It's all over the place. Chris, I bet you're having a grilled cheese with orange American slices on it. Butter only, not out to the crusts.
That sounds incredible. Not out to the crusts? You gotta get to the crust, but that sounds incredible.
No, it doesn't.
I could go for a grilled cheese at any time.
But like a good grilled cheese.
You can't make a bad grilled cheese.
You can make a bad grilled cheese. It's chicken nuggets.
The only way to make a grilled cheese bad is by getting too fancy with it. You get too fancy with it, you lose the essence.
No. You need a 3 cheese with a big tomato on it. And you need to dip it in tomato soup.
That's too much tomato.
No, it is not. We can't discuss this right now. We're calling a match.
We are. You're right. Real question here. So Mandibuzz is down in speed. Do you think Mandibuzz wants to swap into Darmanitan here? The problem is the moves that are going to the Mandibuzz are... okay, sure. Of course you can ruin a grilled cheese by burning it. But I mean, if you're doing it correctly.
Dynamax Pheromosa!
Dynamax Max Knuckle into Mudsdale, deals some damage, boosts the attacks.
Stamina up, 2 times defense on Mudsdale, foul play triggers. Heat Wave, oh god!
We've got... We've got some berries on Pheromosa and Mandibuzz. They're getting back in the fight. Mudsdale failed to use rest because of the electric terrain. I believe electric terrain prevents you from falling asleep.
That's fascinating. Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, nobody knows what terrains do. I'm telling you, even the pros have no idea what this thing does. Boost electric type moves, makes a Pokemon unable to fall asleep, and turns things that care about terrain and stuff into stuff.
Elle brings up a very good point. It is very hard to fall asleep when you're being electrocuted.
Pheromosa uses Max Ooze to boost special attacks and get a taunt on the Mudsdale.
Pheromosa is gone.
Won't fall asleep this turn. Pheromosa's gone. Wheels tried to rest the Mudsdale again, but that great taunt off of Mandibuzz means that Mudsdale cannot fall asleep. That Mudsdale's defense is skyrocketed, but is it enough?
Well, if you hit it with a special attack, its defense doesn't fucking matter, right?
Unfortunately, I'm not sure that Jory has a lot of special attacks to work with. It's using foul play, but I believe that one's a physical move.
2%.
Earthquake off Darmanitan doesn't quite do it.
Oh, Jesus.
And foul play takes it
There
out.
it goes. Finally.
For a Hyper Voice deals a lot of damage. Now, we finally got through that horse.
But there's 2 more Pokemon in the tank for Wheels.
Exactly. There's a Drampa on the field. 1 hidden Pokemon and then another secret one in the back. This Bisharp's going to be a problem. This Bisharp is going to know Sucker Punch, which means that any attacks that Jory wants to get off against it are going to mean that they get hit first by a stab Sucker Punch. And that is going to do it.
That is it. This Mandibuzz cannot win this fight. It is
over. Jory did a great move by trying to lower that Drampa's defenses. But unfortunately, Drampa has... Okay, Bisharp has Defiant, so its attack rose, and Drampa has Berserk, so its special attack rose. Good thinking, not in practice here.
Damn.
What a powerful ending to this tournament today.
This tournament today, this arc of the tournament, we have finished the first round in its entirety, which means that tomorrow we are going to be going through the second round, and then after that, and then semifinals and finals. Incredible work by all of our contestants. Again, I want to explicitly thank Marn and Jay for putting this motherfucker together. This has been fantastic, and it is on the backs of their hard work. Now, you, listener, I know what you're saying. You're sitting there, you're like, damn, I love Moonshot. This shit rules. I really want to support them. I want to support the things they do. You can do that on our Patreon. You can do that by following us here on Twitch. You can do that by telling your friends. You can do that by doing so much. But if you really want to do it, I'm not gonna, you don't hear this often. Don't do that just yet. Hold on to those dollars. Because you know what's going to happen very shortly, very soon? Well, it's a very simple thing. It's a very easy thing to answer. Andrew's gonna put me in a fucking dunk tank.
I sure am. I've got the device over there that I am putting together. Every time people donate, water will go into a bucket. Gravity will eventually do its thing and dump water on Riley.
Yep. And that is going to happen on July 16th. Your money will fill that thing, and I will waste Andrew's time telling about children's shows. But before that, again, tomorrow, we are going to have the finals, the quarterfinals, and the semifinals of this match. I will not be here, and I hope that whoever takes my place will do a fantastic job, because I cannot wait to see how this match ends. And I'm going to do that by watching the VODs, both here on Twitch for the first 24 hours and on YouTube, our YouTube channel, where the VODs will be archived for the course of linear time.
Now, one thing I do want to point out, starting tomorrow, we've got the finals from this tournament. The way that is going to play out, I'm scrolling up to find our bracket so I can see the list of formats. The first thing that's going to happen, we have 4 players advancing on either side. It's going to start with a free-for-all match. We are going to see the winners today. We're going to see Mac, Fleur, L, and Wheels. And we're going to see yesterday's winners, who I believe were Jeff Stormer, Marn, Ruby, and Sam. Those players are going to play 1v1v1v1. It is going to be a 4-player maximum Pokemon battle where the top 2 survivors on each side get to go to the next round.
That's going to
From there, the top 4 matches, the semifinals, is going to be called Frantic Fusions.
Fusions?
Frantic Fusions is a Pokemon format where Pokemon are going to get fused together. I don't know all the details, but the Pokemon types are going to be weird.
I know the details because I was actually sitting in call playing see if these Martin and Jay tested this. You are right. Pokemon are going to get fused together. Names will be combined, type sets can be combined, and move sets will be combined. You'll see the sprite of one Pokemon and the name of another one. And it's going to be fucking wild as fuck. You are going to have to decide while you're sitting there, what is the type of this Pokemon? How did it arrange everything? What moves do I think it has? What item is it still holding? It's awesome. It's incredible. It's going to rule. And what are the finals?
The finals is going to be a format called Negative Meta, which I believe means that we are going to play using like the current competitive meta format, but all Pokemon weaknesses and strengths are reversed. If I'm remembering correctly, that is what we're going to do. Water is going to be weak to fire. Fire is going to be weak to grass. Grass is going to be weak to water.
Holy shit.
It is a type of thing that I have tried to play, and it breaks my brains trying to think about what backwards matches are.
Well,
so
I'm glad you're out of there, and I'm glad you're here in the announcer booth with me. Not type-based, stat-based.
Stat-based?
What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
The stats are reversed? Are you telling me that, like, that fucking, like, Heatran's the fastest motherfucker in the West? Every stat is base stat and minus 150. Welcome to the baby war.
Here, you know what? I'm going to read this off. All Pokemon's base stats are recalculated using that formula. If a stat... Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... all of the powerful Pokemon are weak. All the weak Pokemon are powerful. Wild. That should be a good time.
God, this is going to be sick. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to see y'all here tomorrow. Can't wait to watch the VOD. Y'all fucking rule. Y'all slap. I can't wait for any of this shit. Tell your friends to be here tomorrow. And keep an eye out for, you know, we're all having a really good time doing this. If you want to see more of this, like we want to see more of this, it's just going to make us happy to see people talking about it. I'm telling you that directly right now to your faces, all right? I don't often do this. You know I don't do this. But think about that. Anyway, Andrew, I'm hitting the music. It's been a pleasure.
As always, you all have a great night.
And we'll see you next time.